We have like created a policy here in the, if you remember that we created a policy, this one, and in this policy we utilize the NAT, we enabled NAT. During
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one, I
yeah.
said that, okay, I will explain it later. So
Mm,
here, if you see that when I enable the NAT, it says that option use outgoing interface, address, or user dynamic pool. Okay.
mm-hmm,
So both the options are there. Like whenever it's leaving the firewall, it can use the
mm,
outgoing interface address, or it can use a dynamic pool. So whenever if you say the dynamic pool, you have to create a set of IP address and that you have to attach it here. For example, if
oh,
I click it here, then I need to create a pool that, okay, I create the pool of the 20, 20, 20 hyphen 20, 20, 20, 20, 30. Okay, I think I have one here less 20. So you can say like this. It's like 4 IP addresses we have, right? Sorry, 10 IP addresses. So now we yet have like other options that you want to do one-to-one mapping, hit port block allocation. Okay, and now you can also give the range, the same range that we have given it here. That okay, and my range is this one. And create it, and then you can attach that pool here. So that was the one option that we can do. But what I'm going to do now that I will not use this policy because this what I was using for the internet. So
mm,
we may not get the more clarity. So what I will do, I will take this server and I try to ping this server from the NAT, and then we will see that how the IP address is changing. Okay.
okay.
So the server is basically a Cisco router, but tells, it will help us to get the source IP that I will debug an IP, and then it will show us that, okay, what IP this is coming. So remaining the IP address and all, it's already configured. So that IP 172.16.1.10 is configured to Ethernet 1/0, sorry, 0/0. So this is it, and it's connected to this machine.
Mm,
So if I ping right now from this PC, 172.16.1.10.
no.
It has timed out and we are not able to communicate. So I'm sure that in the log I will not get anything. And one of the reason
Mm,
is that we do not
all have
log
been it.
this
Mm,
denied traffic. So I can log it and then I might see something here now.
okay.
Then okay, the all ICMP have already allowed it, but I remember the routes I haven't given. So let's see the policy logs now that what's happening.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. So this 10.1.1.10 try to once a ping this 172.16.1.10 and says that the policy violation. Okay.
mm.
It doesn't allow to go to there. And that's as usual because whatever the policy I have defined that I have
There
always
is no
said.
routing.
No,
Okay, okay.
here in the like I have said that outgoing interface should only port 3. Like port 2 to port
Mm-hmm,
3 is only allowed. Port 2
mm,
to port 3, not to the port 4. So I
okay.
can include the port 4 here, but that I have to enable the multi-port as well, right? So one thing that I will do,
Mm,
I will create a new policy.
okay.
server access, incoming port 2, going to port 4, source I will use the same object 10110, and destination I will create a single
Mm.
server 172.16.1.10, and let's say subnet 172.16.1.10 plus 32. Okay. And the services, let's use ICMP and HTTPS. Let's say HTTPS. Okay. And now here I will focus on the NAT. That okay? NAT. Right now, let's disable the NAT. Okay.
Okay.
And then if I log all the sessions and click OK, so it should be fine now. It should be able to ping. Okay.
Okay.
It's pinging now. But if I go to the server and if I enable the debug, basically that I wanted to know that if the traffic is coming onto this server, from which IP it is coming to. Okay. So for
Mm.
that purpose, I am enabling this. Debug IP ICMP. So now if I ping it, you will see that from where it is coming to. Okay. So now
Mhm.
it says that the echo reply it has sent to, and the source is 172.16.1.10. So like its own interface, source,
Mm.
and destination is from where the ping was requested 10.1.1.10. So it means that the ping request came from the 10.1.1.10, and that's why it has reply. So it only tells about the echo reply sent. Okay.
Okay.
The reply was sent to the destination 10.1.1.10. It means the traffic came from 10.1.1.10. So
Yeah.
10.1.1.10 is this IP, and that's usual. Like till now, it's okay. Now,
Mm.
what I did, I enable the NAT. Okay, so I go to firewall policy here, and now I try to enable NAT. There's two options that use outgoing interface address. So use outgoing interface means that whenever it is leave the
Mm.
packet here, it will use this IP address as a source 172.16.1.1. That is the interface
Oh,
IP. So it will
yeah.
use that. So I
Okay.
have just enabled that,
Mm.
and NAT user port protocol options default. So that's fine. Nothing to change now. Just click OK. And now if I ping it,
It will show the 172 dot something.
right, in the server, it shows the destination that it is sending to 172.16.1.1.
Our internal IP is protected.
10.1.1. Yeah, correct. So now nobody knows that, okay, from where actually the traffic is coming. So
Okay.
that's what actually we do on the uh, whenever we are trying to access the internet, that we enable the
Mm.
NAT and whatever. And here in the port, whatever is connected to the internet, there we
Mm-hmm.
assign a public IP.
Mm.
So if we assign this to the public IP, then every time it will, whenever it is going to the internet, it will utilize the pick up any of the public IP, and then it will
Mm.
go.
Okay.